Hello guys, MC the Miniature Surgeon here with 5 tips I wish I knew before building my Indomitus box set. Here we go. Guys, the Indomitus box set is finally out, and like you, I've been straining my neck waiting for its final release. And when it did, I was overwhelmed with the sheer number of sprues and models in the box, and overwhelmed I really was when I sat down to build. Because those sprues are really jam-packed, and it was kind of difficult to work out where the head of my Necron warrior actually was among 10 other different heads. Lucky enough, I came across a set of color-coded diagrams on coolminiornot.com made by user Regraham, shout out to him. This set of pictures really helped me speed up the painting process, so I have to squint my eyes at the tiny numbers and figure out which part is which. So here they are laid out for your viewing pleasure, and to help you with a migraine if you had one like me while building your minis. In case you're wondering, the Assault Intercessors and Necron Warriors both have duplicate sprues, so do be aware that every one of your troops is going to have an evil twin brother. GW has been moving towards more packed sprues in recent years to optimize space, so sadly gone are probably the days of having matching body parts right next to each other. But hey, if it saves shipping space and ultimately costs, and I can get more minis for the buck, I'm not complaining. Now, second thing I should have found out before I bought the minis in the box set is that it's actually all easy to build, which is to say, technically it doesn't actually require glue to assemble. Whereas this may work for most Space Marine parts, I strongly recommend using glue for most Necron parts. Now, this is simply because of how thin and flimsy by nature these Necron parts really are. So, for example, on Necron Warriors, I definitely recommend gluing the shoulder joint on the model, since the right shoulder is only held in by the left shoulder via the gauze flare, and that can easily dislocate. Another part that gluing would really help is the legs on the Scorpic Destroyers, since it's a tiny joint which holds up a very much top-heavy torso. Now this brings me on to my third point, is that certain body parts that you definitely shouldn't glue. Now this includes the shield part of the Blade Guard veteran and the Primaris Captain with Storm Shield. Now this is simply because even though shield is undoubtedly fantastic at blocking incoming Gauss energy rounds, it's also awesome at blocking your brush. The push fit mechanism on them are pretty good, so they should hold on pretty well during the priming process, so go ahead and keep them there. Another important one not to glue is the legs on the Outriders. Now this is because the machine part of the bike is going to be completely obscured by the leg armor of our Primaris rider. Now with the models out of the way, the fourth tip today is to tell you that you may not want to glue down your models to their bases. Now usually what I do is I super glue my mini to the base so that there is a brittle joint that can later snip off, but during the painting process I have something to hold on to, whether by hand or with my model holder. But an awesome feature for easy to build kits is that their bases already come with holes that you can easily insert or remove your mini from them. Now this is good for two reasons. First is that it gives you a platform of which to hold onto your model, be it with your hands or a model holder like I do. Second thing is that if you're like me and you're kind of into basing your models after painting them, you can simply remove the model and put it aside while you work on the base and not having to worry about stuff like glue and terrain paste ruining your paint job. Last thing to tell everyone is that the box set comes up to just about 1,000 points each on both sides, which is probably good enough for you to start any respectable army. Now that said, for the Space Marine side, you only have one 10-man Assault Intercessors for your troops. So you can really only roll with a patrol detachment even if you split them up into 2 squads of 5. Now the story is kind of similar for the Necron side. So for the expansionist in you should be looking at other troop choices to expand your patrol detachment into a battalion. Now for more information on how detachments have changed from 8th to 9th edition, do look at the included rulebook, since those changes has been quite dramatic. Guys, that is it from me today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and check out my other videos where I talk about tips and tricks I found out during my painting life through trial and error, so you won't have to. So do go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe, click the bell icon, and let me know in the comments section, guys, Necrons or Space Marines. Guys, this is MC the Miniature Surgeon, signing out.